What's up, Apple buffs? Back in November 2023, Apple launched the M3-powered 14-inch MacBook Pro to rave reviews all over the tech community. The new M3 chip is built on TSMC's advanced 3nm process, making it more efficient and powerful than its M2 predecessor. And speaking of the devil, how does the new M3 MacBook Pro compare to the 15-inch M2 MacBook Air, which launched not long ago in June 2023? Which one should be your next MacBook? Let's find out. But before we dive in, if you're excited to know about your next MacBook, then hit that like button and subscribe below. Starting off with the design. The M3 MacBook Pro has a similar design to the M2 MacBook Air. The obvious difference is in the screen size. The M2 MacBook Air is also thinner at just 0.45 inches compared to the 0.6 inches of the M3 MacBook Pro. And finally, the M2 MacBook Air has more color options like Starlight, Midnight, Silver, and Space Gray, while the M3 MacBook Pro is limited to just Silver and Space Gray. Now, moving on to the display, the M3 MacBook Pro comes with a 14.2-inch mini LED liquid retina display running at 3024 by 1924 resolution with 254 ppi, compared to the 15.3-inch standard IPS liquid retina display of the M2 MacBook Air, which comes at a resolution of 2880 by 1864 with 228 ppi. The mini LED panel on the M3 MacBook Pro gets much brighter, especially for HDR content where it can approach 1600 nits. The panel also has thinner bezels and a 120Hz dynamic refresh rate as compared to the 60Hz found in the M2 MacBook Air. Now, battery performance is an important aspect you should look into when buying a new laptop. With the MacBook Pro, you get up to 22 hours of video streaming on a single charge, which is 4 hours more than the MacBook Air. The MacBook Pro also supports faster 96 to 140 watt charging compared to the 70 watt fast charging found on the MacBook Air. And both laptops charge through MagSafe 3 or their Thunderbolt ports. Speaking of ports, both the MacBook Pro and Air offer MagSafe 3, 2 Thunderbolt USB 4, and a 3.5mm headphone jack, though the Pro model additionally includes an HDMI port and an SD card slot. The USB ports on both laptops support Thunderbolt 3 data transfer speeds up to 40 GB per second, DisplayPort, and charging. Both MacBooks also support one 60Hz external display with a maximum resolution of 6K. So, if you don't plan on using the HDMI port or SD card slots, then you're not missing out on anything by opting for the Air variant when it comes to ports. Now, let's compare the performance of these MacBooks. Both offer an 8-core CPU, 10-core GPU, 8GB to 24GB of RAM, and a maximum of 2TB of SSD. However, the base MacBook Air only offers 256GB of storage, while the Pro variant goes for 512GB. In terms of the actual chipsets, the M3 chipset offers up to 15% faster performance cores and 30% faster efficiency cores when compared to the M2. Furthermore, the M3 series introduced some notable GPU upgrades, including hardware-accelerated ray tracing and mesh shading. That's in addition to support for AV1 decoding and a 15% faster neural engine. The MacBook Pro also offers an advanced thermal system, ensuring that you can make the most out of the M3 chip. And finally, when we compare the prices, the M2 MacBook Air is the more affordable option of the two, with prices starting at $1099 for the 13-inch model and $1299 for the 15-inch model. The MacBook Pro M3, meanwhile, starts at $1599 for the 14-inch M3-powered laptop, $1999 for the 14-inch M3 Pro or M3 Max-powered version, and $2499 for the 16-inch model. So there you have it. Now that we put these two MacBooks head-to-head, comes the big question. Which one should you choose? There's no denying that the M3 MacBook Pro is the better laptop in this comparison. It offers a superior display, a faster chip, a wider port variety, and much more. Its only cons would be the pricier cost, heavier build, and limited color options. So, if you're looking for the latest in the Apple laptop department, opt for the MacBook Pro. But if you're more of a casual user who won't be pushing the laptop's limits, then the MacBook Air would be the smarter purchase. The M2 chip is still considered highly capable, and its design makes it lighter and more portable. Similarly, if you're on a limited budget, then the MacBook Air can act as a solid alternative to the MacBook Pro. So which one will be your next MacBook? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.